December 5th, a simple date on a calendar, a square on a page, a number that looks harmless. But history remembers it differently. On this date, across centuries, something unseen has always stirred. Fear, mystery, disappearance, fire, poisoned skies, vanishing men, and the final breath of legends. Tonight, we walk backward through time to the first shadow that fell on December 5th and trace the darkness forward. It begins in the year 1484. Europe was already trembling in the grip of superstition. Crops failed, disease spread, storms destroyed homes, and people needed something or someone to blame. On December 5th, Pope Innocent VIII sealed a papal decree, a declaration that witches were real and that they were at war with the Christian world. With ink on paper, fear became law. Suddenly, neighbors became enemies. Herbs were no longer medicine, they were proof. Independent women became suspects. Strange dreams became confessions. Across Europe, people would be hunted, tortured, and burned alive, because on this day, the invisible was given legal power. A signature in Rome would echo through centuries of screams. Then the darkness moved forward over the ocean. December 5th, 1872. In the cold Atlantic waves, sailors aboard a British ship spotted something drifting in the fog. Another vessel, unmoving, lifeless. They climbed aboard, the name etched into the wood, the Mary Celeste. Everything was in place, food set out, cargo untouched, belongings neatly stored, a half-drunk cup of tea resting on a table, but the crew was gone. Every man, every woman, every child, no blood, no signs of struggle, no storm damage, no bodies in the water, just a perfect ship, haunted by total absence. To this very day, no one knows what truly happened on the Mary Celeste. Pirates, mutiny, toxic fumes, sea monsters, alien abduction. Theories exist. But the ocean has never given up its secret. Now, listen closely, because the air itself is about to take revenge. December 5th, 1952. London, the heart of an empire, vanished. A thick, unnatural fog rolled into the city. But this was not ordinary mist. It was dark, heavy, suffocating. Coal smoke mixed with cold air and industrial pollution, a poisonous blanket that swallowed the streets. People could not see their own hands. Cars stopped dead on the road. Trains halted. Ambulances couldn't reach the dying. Inside homes, the fog crept through doors and windows, crawling into lungs. Children choked in their sleep. Elderly collapsed on the streets. Animals dropped where they stood. Over the next few days, more than 12,000 people would die. London was still standing, but its air had turned against it. A city had been attacked, not by an army, but by its own breath. And then the sky claimed its own victims. December 5th, 1945, 5 U.S. Navy planes rose into the air over the Atlantic for a simple training exercise. The mission was routine. The weather was clear. Within hours, their voices changed. Confusion, disorientation, fear. Compasses failed. The ocean below looked unfamiliar. The pilots reported strange conditions, as if the world around them had shifted. Then the radios went silent. A rescue plane was sent to find them. It vanished, too. 27 men disappeared without wreckage, without a signal, without a trace, and the area where they were last seen would gain a new name, the Bermuda Triangle, a region where planes and ships would continue to disappear, where time itself seemed to bend, where logic softened and rumors grew teeth. December 5th had claimed the sky, just as it had claimed the sea, but tragedy was not finished lighting its fires. December 5th, 1876. Brooklyn, New York. A theater packed with families, couples, children, laughter echoing between red velvet seats and golden walls. Then someone smelled smoke. In minutes, flames climbed the stage curtains. Panic tightened in every chest. People rushed to the exits, but there weren't enough. Some doors opened inward, others were locked. Smoke barricaded the halls. People fell. People trampled. People burned. Nearly 300 souls died in a place built for joy, turned into a furnace of screams. Only ashes remained, and a silence that sat heavily over Broadway for years. Then, in a rare twist, December 5th allowed the world to breathe again. December 5th, 1933. After 13 years of illegal bars, secret tunnels, criminal empires, and poisoned alcohol, America finally ended Prohibition. The 21st Amendment was ratified. The ban was lifted. Speakeasies unlocked their doors. Bottles rose in celebration. A nation stepped back from its own failed experiment. From death came release. From silence came music. From darkness came light. But this day had one final moment to mark into history. December 5th, 2013. The world stopped when the news arrived. Nelson Mandela was gone. The man who had spent 27 years behind bars, who had walked free not for revenge, but for peace, who had turned anger into a nation's healing, fell silent. Cities lit candles, flags were lowered, voices whispered his name with reverence. The day that once spread fear now carried respect. Not screaming, not fire, not disappearance, just remembrance. 7 events, 1 date, a trail of mystery, tragedy, power, and legacy. So the next time you see December 5th on your calendar, do not dismiss it as just another day, because in the shadows of time, it is marked as something else entirely. A day history refused to forget.